Static Application Security Testing, better known as SAST, is a commonly used application security testing tool that identifies and helps remediate underlying root causes of security vulnerabilities. SAST tools don't need a system to be running to perform a scan, because they analyze web applications from the inside out. So why is SAST important? Well, there are far more developers than security staff, and SAST tools can analyze 100% of the code base much more rapidly than human secure code reviews. It takes only minutes for these SAST tools to scan millions of lines of code to identify critical vulnerabilities. So how does SAST work? SAST testing can take place without code being executed and does not require a working application. It typically happens in several steps, which include tool configuration, updating existing rules or writing new ones, building custom reports, and creating dashboards for tracking scan results, as well as prioritizing high-risk applications. It differs from dynamic application security testing in that DAST doesn't depend on a specific programming language. So it's a good method for preventing regressions. Because it requires runtime to scan applications, it is applied later in the CI/CD pipeline. Best practices suggest using both SAST and DAST tools as they complement each other, and each finds vulnerabilities that the other does not. Interactive Application Security Testing, or IAST, is another approach which focuses on application behavior during runtime, combining analysis of internal application flows with scanning and black box testing. IAST is most beneficial in its ability to connect source code with DAST-like findings. But this also makes IAST both programming language dependent and restricts it to being performed later in the CI/CD pipeline. Now that you understand the differences between SAST, DAST, and IAST, one thing to consider is that none of them do much for API security testing. At least they can't do it directly. An API security problem may manifest itself in SAST or DAST test results, but the root issue may not be evident. An API security tool such as Noname Active Testing provides much-needed API security testing functionality. It integrates smoothly into the DevOps workflow and CI/CD pipeline, and can automatically run over 150 dynamic tests to remove vulnerabilities early, including the OWASP API Top 10 and many more. You can learn more about how to protect APIs from attacks in real time with automated detection and response by visiting nonamesecurity.com.